Ladies and gentlemen, the 14-year-old versions of Rhett and Link. This is our minds on paper in an autobiographical screenplay we titled Gutless Wonders. Fade in. Scene 1. Intro. Peaceful scenery. Rhett speaking in English accent.
In the great era of time we call the late 70s, two landmarking events occurred. Rhett McLaughlin and Link Neal were born.
Cut to Rhett as a baby.
Rhett emerged from his mother's womb, his body weighing 6 pounds 5 ounces, and his gargantuan noggin weighing 7 pounds 8 ounces for a total weight of 13 pounds 13 ounces.
Is that true? Cut to Link as a baby.
Link came into this world, his body weighing 6 pounds 3 ounces, and his unbelievably huge noggin weighing 8 pounds 4 ounces, for a total combined weight of 14 pounds 12 ounces.
I think that is true. Cut to both.
Little did they know that at this young age, that one day they would come to be known as two of the greatest blooming idiots to ever walk the face of this green, blue, brown, with hues of yellow earth.
Good Old Boys starts while showing both as babies. Now, Good Old Boys is the Waylon Jennings song that was used as his theme song for Dukes of Hazzard.
Just good old boys, never meaning no harm. Beats all they ever saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born.
Cut to credit, starring. Cut to Rhett and Link as young kids playing catch with one another, hitting each other with the ball. They start fighting. Credit, Link Neal. Cut to young Link fishing, has a big one. Young Rhett comes out of the water. They fight.
That's fighting noise.
Good. Credit, Rhett McLaughlin. Young Rhett playing golf. Swings. Shows divot fly. Show it hitting young Link in the face. They fight. Credit, screenplay by Rhett M. and Link N. We didn't put our full last names, we just put the initial and a period.
You don't want to reveal too much.
Good Old Boys fades out. Cut to Farmer, played by Rhett, standing in front of his field.
Yeah, I remember those boys. Spits, it says.
Yes.
Back in the summer of '83, they whizzed all over my tobacco crop. Of course, it still ended up being the best tasting stogies we've had since '77.
Credit, produced by Link N and Rhett M.
We switched it up.
Switched the names.
Yeah.
Give me some props there. Unalphabetical props.
Wow.
Cut to Phil Juby, watering the lawn. Now, Phil Juby is a real person. He is the father of one of our good friends, Michael Juby. Phil Juby was like the coolest dad of all of our friends' fathers. Phil. Oh, I knew those kids. They'd always press their faces against my kitchen window when we were eating supper. They looked real hungry, so I threw some scraps out to them. Man, they attacked those things like wild hyenas.
Credit, featuring Ronald McNeil, Chris Gardner, Trent Hamilton, Jason Keenan, Michael Juby, Phil Juby, Brandon Tart, Sue Capps, Diane McLaughlin, and Jim McLaughlin. Those are our parents and our friends.
And I will say, Ronald McNeil, who is that?
I have no idea.
Wasn't that our history teacher? The guy with the wonky eye?
Oh, yeah. Mr. Mack.
Mr. Mack.
We wanted to put Mr. Mack in the movie.
Because he's funny.
Because he had a wonky eye.
Well, he was also very funny.
Cut to Link as an old woman.
What? Who? I can't. I won't. I don't know. What's that contraption, Sonny? It's a bazooka! Help! Bazooka!
Credit, directed by Rhett M. and Link N. Cut to title, Gutless Wonders. Fade out.
And that's the opening sequence.
Yeah.
Shall we keep going?
Sure. Scene 2, waking up. Fade into Link's house. Cut to Link's room. Focus in on Link's head.
Hand.
Hanging out of the bed. Open to the whole bed. Focus on the head of the bed. On Link's feet.
Okay.
Cut to alarm clock ringing. Link's foot cuts it off. Cut to Link getting out of bed. Cuts on music. Dubbed in. Link dances to the bathroom.
Cut to Rhett's house. Cut to Rhett in bed, slobbering on pillow.
Cut to Link's face. Hear peeing sound. Cut to toilet. Move upstream. Show Link pouring water into toilet with pitcher. Link realizes it.
Oh.
Zoom in. Pours into nearby plant.
Boy, this is comedy.
Wow.
Cut back to Rhett in bed. Light is shining on face. Rhett puts tanning goggles on.
Yep.
Doesn't help. Puts pillow over face.
Cut to Link. Show doing funny hairdos. Ends with correct one. Leaves.
Now, I will say at this point that I wouldn't call us comedic geniuses, but doing different hairdos in a montage in an opening scene of a movie, I mean, that's pretty much comedic genius.
Very Jim Carrey-ish.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty awesome. Back to Rhett. Still asleep.
Back to Link. He is already dressed and is pouring cereal. Music fades out. Link goes to the phone. Shot of dialing 555-5555.
Was that a joke?
Yeah. 555-5555.
That's like a movie.
It's a movie joke.
Movie joke. Back to Rhett. Show Rhett. Widen to include phone. Phone rings. Rhett sits up. Pillow still on head. Answers phone.
Muffled. Hello? Back to Link.
I can't hear you too well.
Hold on a sec.
Rhett removes pillow. Goggles remain on face.
All right, go ahead.
Hey man, I've got something bad to show you.
Bad in a good way or bad in a bad way?
The good bad. When you coming?
As soon as I figure out why I'm seeing yellow.
That's a joke. Hangs up. Link stares at phone with weird expression and hangs up. Rhett gets up, takes off goggles.
Oh.
Music starts. Person to person, which that's an Average White Band song.
Person to person. Cut to behind Rhett.
Cut to behind Rhett, who walks into his closet and closes door. Comes out immediately fully dressed and ready. Rhett walks downstairs. Cut to, quote, nasty in Dynasty on car.
The name of the car that I drove was a Dynasty, but we were going to cut in on just the nasty part.
Zoom out to show Rhett come out and drive off. Music fades. And we'll conclude the screenplay reading at that point today. Today we rejoin our heroes, the Gutless Wonders, Rhett and Link. In the previous episode, you remember, Link contacted Rhett on the telephone telling him that he had something, quote, so bad it's good.
No, you said it was bad, and I said bad in a good way or bad in a bad way?
Quote, bad to tell him.
Bad in a good way.
Bad in a good way.
Okay.
Scene 3. Cut to Rhett. Drive up Link's driveway. Cut to Rhett. Get out and walk to door. Inside of house, show Rhett's head peek in and looks around. Rhett's viewpoint. Link finishing breakfast. Cereal in mouth. Motions for Rhett to come in. Previous position. Rhett walks in and sits at table. Close-up of Rhett. Lots of
Too much
shots here.
Shot direction. Not in a typical script.
No.
We didn't know. What's this amazing thing you gotta show me?
Hold on. Link turns up Bull. Straight on shot of Link lets Bull down. There is a black ring where Bull was.
And what is that ring on your face?
I must have slept on my face last night.
Rhett with puzzled look. Zoom out. So tell me about this amazing thing.
Link with ring. I think I'm gonna have the ring the whole scene. I discovered it last night, and you won't believe it. Tucker can dress himself. Pause. Now, at the time, I had a dog, like a border collie, big dog, brown, shaggy dog named Tucker.
So he was naturally a star in the film.
We did not change his name for the film. Tucker can dress himself.
Your dog can dress himself?
Sure enough. Come on outside.
Link and Rhett get up and exit. Outside. They come outdoor.
Link to Rhett. Tucker responds to ancient Indo-German commands. To Tucker.
Ralk Rom Rouse.
Tucker comes up. Link has some clothes in his hand, throws them around corner. Tucker goes around corner. Link turns to Rhett.
It usually takes him a minute or so. He has trouble tying his shoelaces.
Rhett with disbelief. Okay.
Link walks around the corner and tells Rhett to come. Rhett comes around, close up of face, extremely amazed.
Holy juju beans with hot sauce. A dog can dress himself.
Show Tucker fully dressed. And this is Tucker's line. Evidently, Tucker can also speak.
I'm not an idiot, but I would like some juju beans.
I think you should talk more like Scooby.
I'm not an idiot,
Oh, that's good. You do.
but I would like some juju beans.
Good, Rhett. You be Tucker.
You ought to call that news guy. What's his name?
Ronald McDonald?
No, you idiot. News guy, not French fry. Boy, the comedy is amazing in this scene.
And then Tucker has a
It's Thalman, numbskulls.
Yeah, Thalman.
So you're not even acknowledging that Tucker can speak, only that he can dress himself.
Yeah, I'm not amazed by that at all, apparently.
All right, I'll go call him right now. To Tucker. Stay out here and knit a sweater.
No sweat, doofus.
Link and Rhett go inside. Link picks up phone. Close up of dialing. 555-5555.
Already brought that joke back.
Phone rings at secretary's desk.
News Channel 1, Thalman's office. May I help you?
Yeah, I've got a great story for you guys.
What is it?
Well, my dog Tucker can dress himself.
Thalman walks up to the desk.
I have someone on the line who says his dog can dress himself.
Thalman, in a high, whiny voice.
Give me that phone.
Thelman takes the phone and talks to Link in a newscaster voice.
Your dog can dress himself?
Yes, Mr. Thalman, he can.
Thalman to secretary in his whiny voice.
This is miraculous.
To
Then-
Link in his pro voice.
Bring your dog in by the morning, prepared for the airwaves.
Okay.
Link hangs up. Thalman to secretary in whiny voice.
Our ratings are on the up and up now, Barb.
Link turns to Rhett. Mr. Thalman himself told me to come in the morning. If I'm going to be on TV, I'm going to need a haircut.
Yeah, man, you need one. You'll have to ride your bike because my mom wants me to go home and clean the cactus. Shot of Link with a confused face. Understandably confused.
Yeah.
Rhett turns around. You're going to be on TV, man.
Rhett and Link high five. Close up of hands hitting. Get close up of that right there. Big Wheels begins.
Which is what we thought Proud Mary was called.
Okay.
Let's go on to the barbershop. I don't think we'll get through this whole scene, but let's see how far we can get.
Big Wheel's still playing. Still shot of the road. Link rides by on his bike. Camera follows Link out of sight. Repeat shot 3 times, changing only the mode of Link's transportation. Close up of barber spinner. Hand out to Link coming up. Link goes in. Music ends.
Shot of all the barbers. They turn to camera.
Now, I will say, this is inspired by true events. There was a barbershop beside our elementary school where we got our hair cut. It had 3 chairs. Each chair had its own barber. The names that you hear in this scene are the real names of the real barbers who inspired this scene, which I remember writing because I was always had a lot of stress in which barber I was going to choose.
Okay. All the barbers. Nice to meet you.
Nice to be here.
Link looks at the barbers, show barbers motioning to sit in their chair. Show Link's face contemplating, focus in on eyes.
Focus on my eyes. Link, voiceover, thinking, which barber should I go to? I'm looking for a nice, clean, short, but conservative trim. Who would be best?
Shot of Melvin Cooley, cleaning chair with many varying shots.
Link, voiceover. Melvin Cooley, tall, but short. He's a veteran. Been put to the barbering grinder, but remains sharp. Of course, he's always itching to cut off every last hair from your scalp.
Cut to close-up of Melvin with a smile and nod.
He's a conversationalist, knows many a joke. Many bad jokes.
Another angry look from Melvin. Shots.
So Melvin can hear my thoughts.
Apparently. Shots of Elton Lancaster sweeping.
Elton Lancaster. Robust, but agile. He takes his precious time, but then again, I have precious hair. His words are few, but Cut to Link thinking. He doesn't say much.
Link with embarrassed look, and cut to Elton with confused look.
I don't really like the way his belly presses against my elbow when he's doing my sideburns.
Nobody's perfect. That's Elton says that. So he can also hear your thoughts.
He hears my thoughts.
All the barbers hear your thoughts.
Yes, all barbers should. Thought of Rudolph busying himself. Rudolph Blanchard. He built this place with his own 2 razors. When it comes to skill, he's number 1. There's no taking chances with this guy.
Rudolph winks.
But the fact still stands, every time he raises his right arm, I get a strong whiff of that underarm body odor.
Cut back to Link. Looks at all. Show each barber's eager face.
I guess I'll go to Cooley this time. He reminds me so much of that girl I had a crush on in 1st grade. Barbara Walters. What?
Link, I don't think that I had script approval for this second scene, just so you know.
This is...
I don't think I would have let this happen.
This is horrifying.
You went off on your own. Link goes to Melvin's chair. Show other barbers disappointed. Film. Cut. And anything Melvin does. Put in cuts of other barbers watching. Show Link's expressions during and when he's looking at the finished cut.
Show all barbers. I think we just wanted just an epic montage of him cutting my hair, with the other barbers being jealous.
Yeah.
And I just don't think we were very articulate in how we typed that.
We weren't a lot of things.
Then all the barbers in unison.
Bye. Show barber Spinner again. Zoom out. Oh, Spinner, the thing on the outside. Sorry.
Yeah.
Show Link exit and ride off. Big Wheels continues.
Fade out.
This is riveting.
That concludes our scene today. When last we read, I revealed that my dog had an amazing trick. He could dress himself.
Yep.
He was going to be on the local news.
Yep.
In order to prepare, I went and got a haircut.
Of course.
And then,
who wouldn't?
So we still haven't gone on the news yet. Don't know what's happening there. And that's where we pick up after that cliffhanger.
This is called, the beginning scene today is called the Smitty scene.
Which is totally unrelated. This is a new storyline that we're introducing.
And it's very short. Fade in. Show scenery where Smitty is. Smitty has on a helmet.
Okay.
Close-up of Smitty's face, breathing hard and concentrating. Smitty takes a running start and attempts to do cartwheels. Fade out.
That's it.
That's the scene.
For that scene?
Don't know what we were thinking.
We were planting a seed of stupidity,
I don't think anything grew from the seed, though.
Scene 5. Dream sequences.
Here we go.
Fade in. Shot of the full moon.
Oh, yeah.
Cut to Rhett getting in bed. Show upper body. Rhett is swaying and staggering. Widen as he sits down. Close in on him removing high heels. Rhett lays back, close up on face. Camera rotates around while keyboard music plays.
Keyboard music.
Read that, Rhett?
Dream. Screen is still rotating and slowly stops. Music stops. Rhett is laying in the woods. Show face. Zoom out to show woods. Rhett hears a taxi cab man. Okay. Now, before we read this, we pre-read this, and what we are about to read could be understood and probably should be understood as somewhat racist. And we're going to read it because we are reading directly from the 14-year-old Rhett and Lynx from rural North Carolina. We have changed a lot, and it's not like horrible, but it is not something that we would come up with today or necessarily find that funny today. However, it is in the Gutless Wonder script, and we have committed to read it. So enjoy at your own risk. Is that clear?
Yeah, so what you read the taxi cab man OS.
You want me to read?
What does OS stand for? I'm
off screen.
Okay. Thanks.
You're a taxi cab man.
Rhett!
Rhett hears taxi cab man. Rhett arises and runs. He runs into taxi cab man.
Hello, Rhett. I am your Pakistani dream genie. I can predict your future.
You gonna hurt me?
Sound like a guy from India, I think. But
close enough. You can.
I'm making it worse, I think.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. You gonna hurt me?
No, I'm going to predict your future.
See, we were kind of thinking like a genie, and we were like, oh, the genie and a taxi cab guy, they're like the same. Mm-hmm. Bit racist. All right, go ahead.
You will eat tomorrow and sleep tomorrow night. Your breath will smell very bad in the morning. Sometime during the day, the telephone will ring. Your mother will answer it. It will not be for you.
Okay, that's enough. I need to be moving on.
Bye-bye, Rhett. And remember, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line.
Show Rhett with a confused look. He walks ahead and eyes widen.
You're still in the dream.
Yeah. All right, there's my house.
Runs to the front door, knocks. Brandon, a hippie with long wig and glasses, answers.
Hey man, what do you need? Weed?
Nah, drug reference. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, what are you doing in my house?
Your house? No can do, Kimasabi. This is my love shack.
Rhett gets mad. You better be getting your hippie tail out of this love shack.
Peace, man. Make love, not war.
Make love to this jerk.
Sorry, dude. But here comes Taekwondo.
Brandon shoves his palm into Rhett's face. Bam!
Rhett, with dazed look, close up, spins around and falls down on face.
Rhett rolls over and spits out a hunk of grass. This is awesome.
Wow.
Aunt Vidalia, off screen. Reddy Pooh, where are you?
Rhett is disgusted. Aunt Vidalia.
Show Aunt Vidalia walk up. Show Rhett's view, looking up at Aunt Vidalia. Aunt Vidalia gets close to camera. Hey, Reddy Pooh, give me some of that good old sugar.
Rhett with frightened look.
Pucker up. That right into the camera.
Rhett runs. Aunt Vidalia, this is a place in Georgia. It's also an onion. Chases after Rhett into the distance. Camera begins to rotate back to Rhett sitting up, sweating in bed.
Cut to clock in Link's house. Shows 1:30 a.m. Link is asleep in bed. Camera begins to rotate around his face. We got a lot of camera rotation going on. Camera stops rotating and Link is lying in a doghouse. He wakes up and gets out. He's looking around. So maybe I'm dreaming as if I'm Tucker. I don't know what we were thinking here, but all I know is that now it's my dream.
And everything you say is in French. That's another thing.
Il fait beau.
Link walks up to a home, actually Rhett's back door, and knocks. The same farmer from earlier comes outside with a shotgun.
Can I help you?
Comment allez-vous?
What'd you call me? You cussing me out?
Farmer cocks and aims his gun.
Get off my property, I'll shoot. Go on, get. Ooh-ah, get. Ooh-ah.
Apparently I'm a Marine.
Link with an astonished and frightened face. He turns and runs off deck. Link runs and stumbles into Moss Man. Bonjour!
What? I'm a Russian mossman.
Bonjour, salut, comment allez-vous?
I'm appalled at your language. I'll teach you to talk to me like that.
Mossman spits a stream of water into air.
This is incredible writing.
Cut to Link getting sprayed in face.
We were prodigies. Prodigies?
I feel like we've done a lot of this in our videos, like spraying each other in the face with water. All of this came from our 4th grade minds, even the stuff we create now.
I went in 4th grade. It was like 8th grade.
Link runs. Yeah, 14 years old, I mean.
Zut alors!
I think that's like an expletive in French.
Link walks into a cornfield. Show taxi cab man meditating in cornfield.
Now you can be the taxi cab man.
Hello, Link. How are you?
Link turns and sees taxi cab man, surprised. Je suis content. Et tu?
Excuse me, but I'd prefer if you didn't cuss at me.
Non, je parle français.
I warned you. I must kill you now.
Taxi cab man pulls out a Pakistani knife, gets up, and does funny moves.
Oh, wow.
Link, with a frightened expression, runs away.
The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line!
Link, with confused expression, walks. We had a lot of confused expression humor. Like, say something that doesn't make sense, and then expect people to laugh at it. He walks on and meets Rhett, still in the dream.
Link, what are you doing out here?
René, Je ne parle pas anglais.
What'd you call me?
Non, je parle français.
What? Boy, you better watch your mouth or I'll teach you a lesson.
Non. S'il vous plaît. Oh, I don't know how to... S'il vous plaît.
I think it's s'il vous plaît.
Yeah. Non, s'il vous plaît.
Rhett, with mad expression, cocks arm. First of all, I'm a very violent person in this script.
Yeah, you are.
I've never really punched anybody in the face in my life. I've slapped you just for fun on this show, but Rhett, with a mad expression, cocks arm and begins to swing.
Rhett's view. Link spins and falls face first.
Link rolls over and spits out a hunk of grass.
Keeps spitting.
How come every time someone gets hit, they get grass in their mouth?
Because it's a dream. That's what happens. It's like your teeth fall out in dreams too. Camera begins to rotate. Uh-oh, we're coming out of the dream. Rotates back to Link in bed, spitting. He sits up, stops spitting, and wakes up.
Link lays back down and goes back to sleep. End scene.
Oh, and the next scene I see is called Tucker Televised. Finally, the plot advances in the next reading. Here we go. Link wakes up in the morning, gets out of bed. Link walks out the door, sleepy, and throws clothes over the fence to Tucker. All right, Tucker, put on this sweater you knitted. Today's our big day.
No sweat, wiener.
Wait, he called you a wiener?
Yes, and at this point, the script has a handwritten note that reads, finish later. The most important part of the whole plot line, we just said we'll finish it later.
Yeah, and
it was too important to do.
Later has come and gone, and has never been written.
Sorry, so, okay, so we assume that scene happened. Tucker went to was on the local news, and then we're at scene 7.
Yeah, scene 7. Subway. Rhett and Link are on the way to Subway. Pick Up the Pieces is playing. The car breaks down. Music still plays.
Several people come up to the car. These are our friends and their real names. Trent, Chris, Brandon, and Mike come up, and one by one, dressed stupidly, try to push the car. Oh, they'll be funny. Just dress them stupidly.
Yeah, right.
They try to move it, but they can't. Jason K comes up. Now, this is like the smallest friend that we have.
Yeah.
He comes up, tells them to move away. He pushes the car by himself.
That's funny.
Wow. A little guy pushes a car.
Rhett gives him a thumbs up and drives off.
They arrive at Subway, and the song goes off.
Now, we had a Subway in Lillington, very close to where we grew up, and it was owned and operated by what we have written as the Arabian guy. Since we've turned whatever we are now, we're not 14 anymore. I'm 34, I think. We know that Arabian is the incorrect way to refer to a person. There's actually an Arab person.
Yes.
So we're going to call him Arabian guy because that's what's in the script. And Link is going to now...
I'll be the Arabian guy when he's talking to you, and then you be the Arabian guy when he's talking to me.
Perfect. Yeah, he kind of had an attitude. He was kind of like the Subway, like the soup Nazi from...
Seinfeld.
What would you like?
I was wondering, do you have any 9-inch subs?
No, we only have 6 or 12-inch subs.
I like your accent, Link. You sound like a Jewish person from New York.
It's ironic.
Oh, okay. Could I have an 18-inch sub, like combine the 12-inch and the 6-inch subs?
No, that is not possible. We only have 6 or 12-inch subs.
I'd never know what's going to come out.
Do you serve spaghetti or pizza? Because that's what it sounds like.
No, that would be we're only to serve. It is.
Okay. Well, I'll take a 6-inch spicy. Emphasis on spicy. Italian on white bread.
Link steps up.
What would you like?
Cold cut combo, please.
White or wheat?
Would you happen to have any whole grain bread, a mixture of white bread and wheat bread?
No, just white or wheat.
Okay, I'll take a 9-inch whole grain sub.
Listen, read my lips. No 9-inch or 12-inch, no whole grain. You are becoming a really big pain.
Okay, I'll take a 6-inch cold cut combo on white bread.
What would you like on it? To me?
Yeah.
A little bit of everything and a little whipped cream.
Rhett and Link move over to the cash register.
That will be, and there's just a dollar sign. Apparently we were planning for inflation. Whenever the script is read, you just put in the dollar amount.
Okay.
That will be dollar amount, and I will leave you with good advice. Only 6 or 12, white or wheat, I will give you something good to eat.
So he rhymes, I noticed.
Little rhyme.
That's about all the comedy I could glean out of this whole scene. was that this guy, Ryan.
Wow.
Arabian guy hands over the subs. Ladies and gentlemen, that was scene 7.
Wow.
We should move on to scene 8 in hopes of finding something with a little bit more comedic substance. Professor Mac. Now, Professor Mac, as I said before, is a real history teacher from our high school who was my history teacher. He had a wonky eye and he wore glasses.
I'm going to be Professor Mac.
Professor Mac's hand, it's a shot of Professor Mac's hand playing tic-tac-toe. Draw, then crosses out. So he's won the game. Zoom out, showing Mac and total board covered in tic-tac-toe games, all crossed out.
I'm unbeatable.
Cut to door. Rhett and Link walk in.
Now, first of all, I think this is funny.
He's playing
tic-tac-toe against himself, and he's covered the whole board, and he keeps crossing them out because he can't beat himself.
I'm unbeatable.
That's good. I like that. Continue.
Cut to door. You read those.
Cut to door. Rhett and Link walk in.
Hey, boys. What do you need?
Professor Mac, my dog was stolen. Pause. When was Tucker stolen?
He was stolen while we were at the television station in the scene that we never wrote.
So at his moment of fame, he's stolen for his talents.
Yep.
Oh gosh, there's conflict there. We just kind of missed it because we didn't write it.
Yeah.
But then we go to Professor Mac. Professor Mac, my dog was stolen. In the scene we didn't write.
Oh no. Tell me the details.
Well, it all started like this. Link gesturing to Mac as camera fades out. Fades back in. And that's how I ended up vomiting on President Clinton.
Very interesting. I've been working on something that may help you out.
Mac walks to the closet, brings out a rocket.
It's my newest invention. The unumbilicalized smoke emission tubule.
Rhett turns to Link.
All right.
Use caution though. I haven't fully tested it.
Well, what does it do?
It's a name-oriented seeking device.
Rhett,
Now that's...
how does it work?
How does it work?
Once fired, it's capable of reaching speeds up to Mach 3.
Now that's fast.
That's fast.
It will make impact with anyone having the name.
It will make impact.
It will make impact with anyone having the name.
Mac turns, erases board, and writes while talking.
Billy Ray, Billy Ron, or Schmitty.
Now, Smitty, there was a scene with Smitty earlier.
Yeah.
So that was a seed
Wow,
planted.
that's interesting.
Billy Ray, Billy Ron.
Or Smitty.
Why those 3 names?
Once again, stupidity raises its ugly head. Don't you realize I'm the master of scientific intricacies?
Yes, we say this in unison. Yes,
Professor Mac.
Mac hands the rocket over. The umbilicized module, I think is what he called it.
Yeah.
Tubule. Camera follows the transition. Oh yeah, it's a dramatic following the transition.
Use it only in times of great need or misfortune.
Professor Mac, it seems like I can already smell Tucker because he's so close to coming home.
No, son. Rhett just forgot to put his deodorant on this morning.
Close up of Rhett, amazed. Take your glasses off, be amazed.
He is the master of all scientific intricacies.
Thanks, Professor Mac. I don't know what we would do without you.
Hopefully, you would use the bathroom without me.
See you later. Oh, this is you. You're smelling your armpits.
See you later.
That's my favorite line in the whole Gutless Wonder so far. Thanks, Professor Mac. I don't know what we would do without you.
Hopefully, you would use the bathroom without me.
See you later. Rhett and Link exit. Mac goes back to drawing on the board. Tic-tac-toe. Scene 9. Chicken leg argument.
Link is eating chicken with his mom. He bites into a chicken leg and suddenly a confused look is on his face.
Wait, lots of confused looks in Gutless Wonders.
Those
That's
are
like
funny. Confused
weird.
looks are funny.
And my mom is in this?
Yeah, she is, of course.
So you play my mom. Mom, what part of the chicken leg is this?
I don't worry about those kinds of things. I just eat the chicken.
Well, is it the lower part? The upper part? I gotta call Rhett and ask him.
Cut to Link calling Rhett. Rhett answers. Hello?
Rhett, I was eating chicken and was wondering something.
That's amazing. I was eating spaghetti.
Show Link with a confused look on his face. Because those are always funny.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, what part of the chicken do you eat?
Well, I eat the whole thing unless I eat too many nachos before supper.
No, I mean the actual chicken leg we eat. What part of the chicken leg is that?
Well, it couldn't be the lower part because that's the little orange wiry part. You can't eat that.
That's true, but what part are you eating when you eat the thigh? That's the upper part, right?
I guess. I see your point. Well, it's not the lower part or calf, and it's not the thigh. Then what is it?
Maybe the chicken has a 3-digited leg.
It will have to be discussed on Weekly Discussion in the Morning.
Now, Weekly Discussion, as it turns out, because of the description of Scene 10, is a television show where our characters, Rhett and Link, disguise ourselves as old men and host a television show. I think is how we piece it together. TV comes on. Show Rhett and Link as old men sitting in chairs, then cut to actual picture. They have deep, dragged out Scottish English accents.
Welcome to the show. Today we will discuss a very hot topic.
It's good. Maybe.
The chicken leg.
Rhett holds up a chicken leg.
The question is,
What part? Come on, work with me here.
the question is, what part do you eat? The bottom or the top? I surely don't know, nor does Nicholas here.
That's Scottish.
What part of Scotland are you from?
I don't know. I've never been there.
No, I don't rightly have the slightest idea.
So, to help you see this, we'll display a diagram of the leg. Here it is.
Link pulls out a diagram.
Now, do we eat this part or this part?
Obviously, we have no answer. So we have had some of the greatest scholars of our time to send in their arguments on videotape.
And now, we will display the tapes. Roll the tapes!
Person number 1, Mr. Charles S. Rogers, Syracuse, University Professor of Livestock.
Rhett, Yankee accent.
His argument is that the chicken leg question cannot be perceived by the human mind.
Person number 2, David Dean, Professor of Biology at Duke University. Link, over-exaggerated.
His opinion is that the upper big part of the leg is the part you eat.
He gets very emotional.
It's the part you eat. It's the part you eat.
Person number 3, Yamul de Sadat A. Colomo, Professor of Biology at the Southwest Indian College of Medicine. He comes on screen and begins to speak. He is speaking another language, then it begins to be translated. The translation becomes very loud and enthused, but the Indian on the screen remains very calm like he is falling asleep.
Irony. That's 14-year-old irony. Person number 4, Nicholas A. Holmes, English. Hair combed down or parted in the middle. We don't really care. He explains that you could not eat the orange part of the chicken leg.
And person number 5, Paul Westkoff, biology teacher, show of redneck.
Obviously not the real guy.
He says something about chickens that has nothing to do with the discussion.
And then we have written, oh no, I think Jason, you wrote, the scene just stops. Now, somehow leading up to this scene, we found a VHS tape. Somehow using Mr. Mac's rocket, we didn't write that scene. We were able to find a VHS tape. Rhett and Link put a tape in. Blank black screen. Zoom in on the television. Show actual tape. Blank black screen still there. Hear voice. Wildlife guy, played by Rhett.
Welcome to the world of the hunter and the hunted, the southeastern United States. Today, we will be transversing, that's the word that was put in there, through the wilderness with some expert companions. Now let's begin our journey.
Fade to picture of woods. Camera begins to walk forward. Opens up to cow pasture. Close up of barbed wire fence and individual barbed wire on fence.
The barriers of the wilderness are very evident in this part of the United States, as you can see.
Cut to open shot of cow pasture. Complete turn until the cows come into view. Show cows.
Oh my goodness, our first wildlife encounter, cattle.
These cattle, contrary to popular belief, are extremely aggressive and dangerous, so we must approach them with caution.
As we approach cows, show different distances until cows are near. Leave cow pasture. Show crew venturing in woods. Begin going down road. Go to Link's house. Show Tucker in woods.
Oh my goodness! There is a wild dog loose deep in the woods. We must remain quiet. If he becomes disturbed, he will turn on us.
Cut to Rhett and Link watching the video. Is that Tucker? It looks just like him.
That is Tucker. Oh man, we gotta find him.
Cut back to Tucker. Hicks follow him. So there's two Hicks following him.
And we're not the two Hicks.
No.
The wild dog has been apprehended by two gentlemen. Sir, can we ask you how you overcame your fears and caught this mad wild dog?
Well, actually, this is our dog. We brought him up since birth, and we have proof.
Close up on proof.
Here is his birth certificate.
They hand him an old report card.
I don't think that this is a birth certificate.
Oh, that's his report card. Here's his birth certificate.
Close up of birth certificate shows something funny written on it.
Oh, well, I guess he is your dog. Oh, by the way, how did you take care of this dog?
The other Hick.
We feed him dog food and shower him with regularly.
We shower him with regularly? Try that again.
We feed him dog food and shower him regularly.
Good, I like
Well,
that guy.
he must be moving on to other wild. We must be moving on to other wildlife encounters.
Okay, bye.
Cut to Rhett and Link watching the video.
Now we know what they look like. We gotta call the sheriff.
Let's call him now.
Yeah.
Link calls the sheriff. Sheriff is Rhett in a uniform. Ding, ding, ding. Link tells him the problem. He says he'll send a deputy over. Chris, a deputy, comes over. He is driving his own car. He gets out, walks up to Rhett and Link.
Hey boys, I'm Deputy in Training Ray Stevens, but all my friends call me stupid.
We'll just call you Ray.
Well, I hear you got a problem.
Link explains problem, says they stole Tucker from his pen, and they have pictures of him. I guess this is like footage of me talking, but you can't hear me. They show him paused pictures of the Hicks faces on video. Stupid expressions.
Well, the first thing we got to do is look for the tire tracks.
And then Rhett said,
Well, they came about a week ago.
So, we're looking for week-old tire tracks.
Chris walks down driveway, puts his finger on the ground, and licks it from a distance. Find anything?
Hold on.
Show close-up of Chris putting his ear to the ground. He gets up. Then show him bouncing up and down. Show him beating the ground. Show him sitting on the ground repeatedly. And then gets up and licks his fingers. He holds it out to the wind. Then he gets up and comes to see Rhett and Link. Chris.
You got two criminals, both white, most likely rednecks. One is about 6'5", the other about 5'10" or 11.
And then Rhett says,
You got all that from examining the driveway? No, I got that from the video you showed me, but I can tell you something.
and what could that be?
Your two thieves drive a truck, and they left in that direction.
That's it, people. That is the cliffhanger ending of Gutless Wonders.